I've only gone and blooming done it. I've started my gold card chase with Star Alliance. The first flights are booked and I set off this weekend. Now, I've booked 3 flights on this trip, which are nicely split up by a couple of train journeys. And the total spend on the flights is £300, which should give me 100 qualified points. So at £3 a point, that puts a frequent flyer card around £1,950. And the one we're after, the Senator Gold Card, at around £6,000. However, these flights, I've booked them within 7 days of travel, and I've only just started playing the Star Alliance game. So I do expect that I'll get those £2 a point flights. Well, fingers crossed anyway. But as I've just seen a Eurowings, which is eligible as a qualified flight, Berlin to Dubai, for £350 in business class, which would earn £200 points. So I'm quietly confident those sub £2 points will become a regularity. Now, to bring you up to speed, for years I've chased the BA Gold Card, and loads of videos on the channel about it. And my plan for 2025 was to do the same again. Obviously, they changed the year, and they obviously changed an awful lot, but they changed the year. So I was planning in April to get my gold card back. But, of course, BA has changed the goalposts, the pitch, the dressing room, even the half-time oranges. And for leisure travellers, they've basically switched the floodlights off and chained the gates. Now, I'd mentioned in a previous video that I'd been drawn to Lufthansa. Basically, Star Alliance, there's quite a lot of airlines I want to fly with. Turkish Airlines, never tried them. Etihad, flew business class with them years ago, but haven't been with them for years. And I'm also interested, of course, in Singapore. And let's not forget, Lufthansa has 747s. So the plan, it's got to be a plan, is to get Senator Gold Card by the end of the year, and to celebrate the end of the year to be flying using their miles and cash offer, the Bubble Upper Deck Boeing 747. Now, if you fancy tagging along and seeing how I get on with my quest, then you might like to consider subscribing. It is free, of course, and if you click the bell, YouTube will notify you when I post a new video. So the first thing I needed to do was clarify the rules. And as you can imagine, a German airline is pretty good when it comes to rules, and very conveniently has put them all in one place, which of course I've linked to this page in the description below. So, achieving status with Lufthansa and Star Alliance. Now, as we know, we need 650 points for frequent traveller. We need 2,000 points for Senator, the gold card, the one we're chasing, of which half have to be qualifying points. Now, qualifying is really quite simple. It just means they either have to be with Lufthansa or one of the Lufthansa group. So Eurowings, Austrian or Swiss. And other points can come from any Star Alliance airline. So that's fantastic. Now, you'll also notice on Circle points, that is like the equivalent of the British Airways Gold Card Premier or the Concorde Lounge access or their guest list access, whatever they called it. They called it different names over the years. Now, I haven't talked about that, and I probably won't, because I don't see that I'm going to achieve 6,000 points in a year. You never know. Okay, so you become a frequent traveller when you earn 650 points, of which, as I said, 325 need qualifying, and that needs to be done in a calendar year. You need 2,000 points, of which 1,000 need to be qualifying for the Senator status, sort of the equivalent of British Airways Gold Card, which is what we are going for. Now, basically, they changed their system, which, ironically, Lufthansa changed from an earning system to a distance and sector. Basically, they classify their flights as continental and intercontinental, which I'm going to show you in a second. So what you're looking at now on the screen is really for existing members as the situation changed. So I'm just going to fly past that. Okay, find out how to achieve frequent flyer status easily with our points calculator. Want to know how to achieve frequent flyer status? It's easy. Okay. So we have split up into continental flights and intercontinental flights. So basically, the world is split up into continents, as you well know, but Lufthansa and Star Alliance have done it slightly differently. So Europe is Europe, but it also includes North Africa and Turkey. So if you are flying Lufthansa to Istanbul, that's not transcontinental. And if you're flying from Frankfurt to Marrakesh, again, that's not intercontinental. That's classed as Europe. Okay, so that's about the only quandary. Now, I think the trick to this is going to be getting the intercontinental flights in, i.e. Germany to Dubai is intercontinental. Right. So basically, very simply, if I was to fly one flight in economy, it shows me I will earn 20 points, of which they're 20 qualifying points. Now, if I was then to choose a Star Alliance airline, so for example, Ethiopian or Egypt Air, and I was flying economy in Europe, actually Aegean would be a better example. So if I took an Aegean European flight in economy, and we'll calculate that, you'll see I've got 40 points, but I've only qualified 20 of them. So we'll clear that, and then we can see. So now, for example, if I was to fly Eurowings to Dubai, which I think I'm definitely going to be doing, and we calculate that, you now see I've got 60 points, and 60 of those are qualified. However, as I said, I have found a business class flight for 350 euros. Well, 389 euros is the best price. I need to clear all that, and business class, and we're flying Eurowings, intercontinental, and we calculate that. Now, that's given me a whopping 200 points, 200 qualifying points. So, that is how we get our points. And I think that's really simply explained. And yeah, thumbs up to Lufthansa for explaining that for us. So now we know what we need to do. We've got to find some flights. And again, conveniently, Lufthansa has a fare finder guide. So again, this is linked in the description below. So I'm going to start playing around and planning 2025 with some European flights, some Lufthansa airline flights, some Star Alliance flights, and mix and match that all up with business and economy. And hopefully, by the end of the year, have 2,000 points, of which 1,000 need to be qualified. Now, obviously, that's the Lufthansa Fare Finder page, but I'm looking at multiple airlines. So what I've done, over on my website, somebloke.co.uk, where you'll find latest offers, travel offers, everything I'm searching for is on there. But there's the special directory, which links directly to airlines' Fare Finders pages and their cheap deals and special offers. So, we're off on Sunday. I'm not going to tell you where yet. You have to wait. Watch the next video and see how I get on. See what goes wrong, what goes right. And it's time to pack the bag, charge up the power banks, and get ready to go. So if you want to see how my first trip goes, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and YouTube will let you know what goes on, and I will happily share what goes on with you. Now, I'm just looking at this, and with so many airlines to choose from to get these points, and with the low-cost option of Eurowings, you know, I'm beginning to think this is going to be even more fun than my B8 Gold Card chases. So stick around. You might want to see what happens. Will you get me into the BA. See, it's in my brain. Get me into Lufthansa's bubble on the Boeing 747. So tune in next week to see how I got on. Take care. Bye for now.